The electric automaker Rivian dropped 3 surprises today, that during the reveal of its new, more affordable SUV, including news that the vehicle will be made in normal. Rivian's announcements were streamed online with owner watch parties in multiple cities, including the company's manufacturing plant in Normal. WGLT's Ryan Denham was there and has this report.
As expected, Rivian revealed that the new R2 is an SUV that looks very similar to the R1 SUV, but smaller and at a much lower starting price, $45,000. But after introducing the R2 at Thursday's event, Rivian founder and CEO RJ Scaringe then announced 2 additional and unexpected models.
I'm really, really excited to talk about R2's sibling, which we call R3.
The R3 crossover SUV and the sportier, rally-inspired R3X. And most notably for Bloomington Normal, Scaringe revealed a change of plans. R2 will be made first in Normal, instead of waiting for a new manufacturing plant to open in Georgia. Scaringe says that will allow Rivian to speed up first deliveries of the R2 to the first half of 2026.
And we're able to do that. We're able to achieve that accelerated timing by leveraging our production capabilities in Normal. Using our Illinois site to launch R2 and get that into market as quickly as we can. Now, our Georgia site remains really important to us. It's core to the scaling across all these vehicles between R2, R3, R3X, and we're so appreciative of all the partnership we've had there. But being able to leverage the team, the skill, the passion we have in our Illinois facility to get that into the market, to get that to customers, some of those orders I heard over there, as quickly as possible, we are just ecstatic about.
Up until now, Rivian planned only to make R2 in Georgia, whenever that new $5 billion plant gets finished. But now R2 production will at least begin in Normal. Company officials say Georgia is still happening too. There's plenty of room in Normal. The plant is only making 57,000 vehicles annually, but theoretically could make 3 times that. Minutes after the announcement, I spoke to Rivian's Vice President of Operations in Normal, Tim Fallon, about what this means for his plant.
We're in the planning stages. It really is extremely exciting for us to be able to bring the R2 here to be built right alongside with our R1T, our R1S, and the EDV. So really get to leverage our facilities, our experience, the workforce that we have here, all of the professional staff. It really is, it's going to be amazing.
Do you anticipate having to hire extra people to accommodate that growth, or can you do that with the numbers you have?
Yeah, we're still finalizing all those plans, so as we get those plans finalized, we'll definitely put out what those numbers will be.
Is the retooling of the R1 line and the shift change that came out this week, is that related to this at all? Does that help explain that?
No, it's not really related. R1, we just continue to get more efficient, and as we increase capacity on our line and get more efficient, we continue to right-size the organization to make sure that we're building our vehicles the most cost competitively so that we can get that to our customers as well.
Rivian already employs about 8,000 people in Normal. Just this week, WGLT first reported that the plant was moving from 3 shifts to 2, in part because the plant is getting more efficient and this year's production goal is so modest. Normal Mayor Chris Koos was at the watch party in Normal. He was also in LA 5.5 years ago when the first Rivians were revealed. I asked for his read on the economic impact of the R2 also being made here in Normal.
A lot of the pieces of the puzzle come together when they made that announcement today. The fact that they're retooling the factory and realigning shifts and that. And now, not only trying to increase efficiency, now we know why, producing the R2 here. And, my sense of it personally is that they've got a vehicle ready to go. They have a plant that they think they can do it in, so here we go.
Scaringe was doing his best Steve Jobs as he showed off the 3 new models from the inside of a theater in Southern California. First was the R2, which starts at around $30,000 less than the R1 SUV that's now made in Normal. It's about 15 inches shorter than the R1S and lower in height, too. Range is over 300 miles. It goes from 0 to 60 in 3 seconds. Customers can make reservations starting now.
The vehicle combines capability, performance, utility, storage, functionality in a way that we think just really fits right into a huge customer need and a huge need within the market.
And that market need has never been more important. High interest rates have cut into demand for EVs, including at Rivian, and Scaringe says increasing demand is one of the key focus areas for the year. There's also a broader skepticism about how quickly American transportation will electrify, and that's led to more established automakers scaling back or slowing their EV investments. Rivian has done a lot of cost-cutting too, including rounds of layoffs for salaried employees. A planned April shutdown and retooling of the plant is intended to further reduce costs. I asked Operations VP Tim Fallon what they learned from making R1s that could help them launch R2.
There are quite a few, we call them designed for manufacturability items, that we've learned through R1 that we need to improve on. And RJ said it, right? We're incorporating those into R2. We have teams that are sitting right beside the design teams in California, working hand in hand with them to make certain that we are making R2, R3, R3X the most buildable vehicle that we can, right? And from a manufacturing perspective, goes together better, goes together with with the right amount of labor and skill to really make it an outstanding product.
And a more affordable product, too. In the crowd at the Normal Watch Party was Jamie Schursel from Sheboygan Falls, Wisconsin, sporting a T-shirt featuring the signature Rivian oval headlights. Schursel has an R1S reserved and hopes to get it this summer.
R2 is going to make it a lot easier for other people to afford a Rivian. Sometimes when I say that we're on the list for a Rivian, people go like, "Ooh, that's expensive," and I think it's harder for people to achieve. So I think it's going to be a good big seller.
John Van Bokel from St. Louis also watched in Normal. He's already got an R1 pickup, but says his wife might like an R2. Van Bokel was a Tesla owner before Rivian, and he says this new model should compete well with Tesla's Model Y midsize SUV.
Especially right now, interest rates are high and people are less willing to pay the extra premium up front for an EV, even though they know it's going to save them money long run. The interest rates are making that difficult for people. So getting the price down, that makes a huge difference.
Rivian's announcements prompted a response from Governor J.B. Pritzker. He says it will add more economic investment and job growth to the Bloomington Normal community. He says that Rivian is an important partner in building Illinois' rapidly growing manufacturing sector. I'm Ryan Denham.
You can see photos of the R2, R3, and R3X and all of our reporting about Rivian at WGLT.org.